No, I need you guys to wait 15 minutes. Just kidding. Oh my god, we're starting! Ah! We're starting! What? No, I can't! It's too late! We're starting! Help! No! I mean, I guess I have 1 minute and 8 seconds, but it's too late. It's too late. I'm just gonna be tired. No, it's okay. I have work after this, so I'll just get coffee when I get there. Oh yeah, no, Feasel, that's fine. I'm just joking. It's all good.
Start time.
It is all good.
I'm gonna lose. I'm already super nervous because Skateman is a really good runner, and
oh, hi BGG.
I don't know. I get nervous in races, so.
So BGG was not mic muted. But yeah, a quick introductory to Skateman and BGG. They're both sub 4 runners. They're both very, very seasoned and strong runners of Earthbound. So we're definitely going to see a very fierce competition between these two. That is true. Yeah, that is true, Drumboardist. Both Skate and Background Guy have held the glitchless world record at least once. So the first few minutes of the Boogie Percent run, for those of you who are just now tuning in, is basically a little bout of execution. There's not a lot of RNG other than sprite positions potentially blocking your path. Yeah, Skate just has a different capture setup than BGG does. That's basically it. They're both streaming off of actual SNES. But yeah, you can see that despite the timers being synced, the Skate is a little bit ahead technically, just from slightly better movement and pathing and maybe mashing. But there's going to be so much RNG involved throughout this run that's basically negligible. I just see it as bragging rights, which is why I always try to go as fast as I can. Yeah, it's 2-2-2 versus 2. Which 2 will win? 3 2s or 1 2? It's a 1 versus 3 Mario Party game. I hope I see Skate go behind the couch. Yes, behind the couch with bad timing. Yes. So both Skate and BGG having a good dog spawn. I think BGG just did the manip inputs just for fun. Skate taking advantage of the crow's movement pattern to get around it. And taking the dogfight on purpose, I know, is something that Skate does a lot. He's going to get level 3 out of this. Not the dogfight itself, but he'll have level 3 after Starman Jr. Meanwhile, BGG, it looks like he failed a stutter step around a coil snake, but he will be at level 3 after Starman Jr. as well, so that'll put him on equal ground. In fact, it looks like BGG has gained the lead because his fight was a little bit faster. It looked like Skate had a lot of misses going on in that fight. And now he's got some bad spawns going. BGG is going to elect to despawn the snake instead of attempting to stutter again. Respectable decision. BGG stepped on snake. Skate's going to take advantage of the crow, get it caught on that tree, and move his way around. Very skillful use of his environment. I pride stuff like that in Earthbound. That's a very unfortunate snake spawn. You don't ever see that usually. Classic James won the that race, the one that happened just now. Unfortunately, RBM had a very, very bad run RNG wise and actually forfeited. It was very hard to watch. But James pulled out a very respectable 105. Looks like Skate has regained the lead and is doing swag bolts. Interesting glitch with the beam of light. If you have if you play on second player controller instead of first player controller, and you press select, it'll kind of weirdly reverse the beam of light. Instead of going up, it'll go down. Or no, I was wrong. BGG is ahead. I thought the text box was different. Excuse me. BGG using the bread roll now to max out his health. He doesn't need it for Starman Jr., but he knows he'll need it for the fights coming up in Onet Town. An any percent tournament would be interesting. It would have to be non-manip though. So the way that the Starman Jr. fight works is you're basically hoping for Starman to do attacks that take less text to happen. Basically, like you don't want him to do fire because fire will hit each individual person on your team, which there are 5 at this point. So a lot of text will scroll by. Whereas if he uses freeze or if he stays on guard, that takes a lot less of a time. So the turn will progress a lot quicker. And as far as Buzzbuzz's end, Buzzbuzz is the one that does all the damage, and you basically want him to do 2 strong attacks so that you finish the fight in 2 cycles, which it looks like BGG had a 2 cycle, but Skate is going to have a 3. I wasn't paying exact attention, excuse me, but that was a good charge forward. Maybe they both had a 2 cycle, I might be wrong. There will never, ever be a debug tournament, ever, Jumbo. Get out of here. So here we see the loss of our partner Buzzbuzz, who carried the entire Starman Jr. fight for us. The true Earthbound waifu, Lardna, smashes him in 1 hit. So the path from this house over to town, it looks like they're 20 seconds apart-ish. This path has some, like, uncommon but still possible potential for spawns, but it looks like BGG had a nice and easy go of it. That crow that he saw was over on the right side and was kind of stuck behind something. So what BGG is going to do first is he's going to enter the secret treehouse, equip the Mr. Baseball Cap, and sell that after buying the regular baseball cap in order to buy the cheap bracelet as well, so that your defense is as high as possible for this upcoming section, because you want to be as safe as you can be. So yeah, you see BGG, and Skate's about to do the same thing. He's gonna withdraw $40, and he's going to buy the T-ball bat, followed by the baseball cap, followed by the cheap bracelet, which will optimize your offense and defense for what's available. And the way that you see BGG over here walking along the middle of the road and turning right behind the hospital, that's a despawn technique that doesn't activate the spawn tiles where random sharks will spawn. Instead, he's going to fight a standalone NPC, which is a lot easier of a fight to reliably take. And it looks like it went very well for him. A nice little safety item, the can of fruit juice, and it looks like he's going to use it now. Inside here, we have this NPC is actually skippable, but it takes a long time to set up, and you'd rather fight it in the speedrun anyway, just to set up your levels better for the Frank and Frankenstein fights. It's a quick fix, unless Ness misses like that. Yeah, Ultimo Ice actually did all photos glitchless at AGDQ, or SGDQ, excuse me. The danger of fighting random sharks in the field is that some of them can be skate punks, and skate punks are the ones that know how to call for help, which is why you would rather fight 2 Pogo Punks than a Yes Man Jr. to get your levels set up, so that you always level up after beating Frank. So in the Frank fight, basically he is very strong, and he can do attacks that do you for 20 plus damage, as you see on BGG's side. He hits you for any amount of damage. You basically want to heal, but it looks like that smash is going to help BGG out a lot. Skate had a nice and easy Frank fight as well. That smash definitely pushed BGG ahead a little bit. The Frankenstein Mark II fight, every other turn, Frankenstein Mark II will just kind of let out a burst of steam. But from there, he will either hit you for a weak attack or a strong attack. And you just kind of want to time your heals and your life ups for whenever you need to, so that you can anticipate what's going to happen next. And once you're in like a safe kind of state, you can just kind of auto fight and finish up the battle. Solid Frankenstein Mark II times from both runners. I think they're still within like 20 seconds. So they're gonna go inside the arcade and back out again so that they can talk to Frank for a free full heal. Costs you nothing. Very nice. Yeah, they're actually roughly like 10 or 11 seconds apart. This is a very, very close race so far. Very, very cool. That's literally why I wanted to commentate for this one. Other than I want to tell Skateman how much he sucks. Yeah, that's what I was timing it based on too, Drubbo. So another quick plot progression thing, they're gonna go talk to the mayor, and without having beaten the sharks, he wouldn't let you go into the giant step dungeon. But now that you have, he thinks you're fit to take the key to the traveling entertainer shack, go through it, and walk through the giant gaping hole in the back so that you can go to giant step. I'm not biased. I just want Skate to win because it would help my prediction bracket. So after the town hall, each runner is going to want to make their way over to the drugstore, withdraw a bunch of money, and buy a bunch of hamburgers. The truth comes out. It's not like it was a secret. It's not personal bias. So bumping against these bushes on the right is going to make it to where the text that says the door is locked doesn't appear, but you can still open the door with the key to the shack from that range. It's a nice little save. So what each runner is going to be doing inside of Giant Step is they're going to, instead of trying to fight the boss head on, they can't really feasibly beat him at their current state, so they need to do a little bit of grinding. They need to get to level 8 so that they learn their special psychic move, PSI Rockin', which that will do a considerable amount of damage and also take out the black Antoids that are accompanying Titanic Ant. So the difference between strategies that each runner is using here, you'll see Skate moving left and right to kind of just dig at a spawn tile repeatedly. Whereas I think you'll see BGG just going inside and outside of that room to kind of just reset the whole room in hoping of the attack slugs appearing. We're looking for 22 slugs total. And on the bottom floor, you'll see 4 at a time. And depending on how risky each runner wants to play, they might take the final 6 on the top floor. We'll see what they do. There's a 3-pack for Skate. That'll kind of offset his grind a little bit. Oh, a 3-pack for BGG too. Interesting. So that puts BGG at level 7. I don't know if Skate is already there yet. I honestly haven't been counting both of their slugs. I probably should have. Terrible commentator alert. So I believe this will put Skate at level 7. I had to guess, he's probably at why can't I do math? 15 slugs, and this will put him at 19? I might be wrong, though. And I think BGG is also... I think he's at 17 now. I might be wrong, though. Yeah, it's basically up to fate whether or not you'll find slugs quickly. These 3-packs for BGG, they're going to be a little bit slower to grind on than a 4-pack. Another 4-pack for Skate. This might put him at level 8, it might put him really close. So if my guess is correct, he's 1 slug off. And oh, there it is. There's the last one. We'll see if he gets level 8 here. Nope, I was wrong. But he turns around and finds yet another 4-pack, so that's very good luck for Skate. This will probably put him at level 8 if I had to guess. Yeah, Skate missing a lot though. He's kind of in a rough spot. I'm sure something that's in the back of Skateman's mind right now is a marathon that he did recently, where he did Earthbound 80% glitchless, and what he did was what he did. Oh, we got a bomb drop. That is a 1 in 128 chance. But anyways, what he did is he didn't heal while fighting some slugs, and they were hitting him pretty hard. And after turn 4, after missing slugs enough times, they'll gain the ability to concentrate, and basically they can use PSI hypnosis on you, and that's what happened to him. During that marathon, he actually died and had to come back to Giant Step again. But it looks like both runners are at level 8, and they're trying their best to stutter step past all the enemies here and make their way up to the top so that they can fight Titanic Ant and get that first Sanctuary Melody. We'll see how Skateman uses that bomb, because bombs, despite their usefulness and their rarity, the Earthbound community generally sees them as a token of bad luck, because very commonly we see people who get bomb drops in like races or whatever die to Ant. But here we have Drumbo claiming that Ant is free when you have a bomb, so we'll see what happens. Skate doesn't have enough room in his inventory to get the present because he has the bomb. But anyways, I didn't even see. I tabbed out, sorry. Terrible commentator alert. But yeah, it looks like BGG got 2 Rockins off on Ant. Basically, the way that he's going to want to play the rest of the fight, because Ant has about 235 HP, every time he gets hit by Ant, he's basically going to want to heal with a burger. Because Ant has the potential to smash you for 60 HP of damage, and you only have 70. So once your HP meter is that low, it's impossible to do a save after your HP count scrolls. And there's the fated smash, but looks like BGG has taken down Ant anyway. So GG to BGG. That'll definitely put him ahead. Hopefully Skate can Can have some luck as well. And there he goes. There he goes. This is still a very, very, very close race. Oh, he went right for the bomb instead of second rocking first. He was probably anticipating a magnet. I don't know. But yeah, that's an interesting move for sure. But it worked out for him. So each of them are going to catch a glimpse of a small cute puppy and make their way down to the police station. I think they both have a good number of hamburgers to where they don't have to go buy anymore. I didn't see exactly how many burgers BGG had, but I know Skate had a ton. Usually you want to go into cops with about 6, maybe 5 if you're feeling a little bit frisky. So yeah, BGG is buying a couple more burgers just to be safe. But since Skate already has a safe number of burgers, that's going to put him ahead a little bit. But cops are no easy barricade to get past. We'll definitely see both runners struggle with RNG here and see what each of them does to react to that. Cops is going to be 5 fights in a row. I see that BGG walked through the detective. I love when that happens. But it's 5 fights in a row with no break. You don't get to heal in between. So you have to simultaneously attack each cop as well as manage your health. That smash will help, for sure. If I get another cops where Smash Burger, is he on the same RNG as James right now? If I see another smash, I'm gonna call the cops. Smash Burger. Oh, that actually makes me hungry. I love Smash Burger. Their burgers are delicious. Oh, there's a smash on BGG's side. So they're on a pretty equal playing field here. Oh yeah, BGG's actually ahead now. He must have just had faster, more solid cop fights. But yeah, the general rule is you're going to want to heal with a burger around 60 HP. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of burger drops for sure. I mean, I'm in Texas and we have smash burgers, so I don't think it's an East Coast thing particularly. In addition to all of the hamburgers that they have, they also have 2 life ups at their disposal. Once they hit Captain Strong, they want to each have 20 psychic points so that they can use 2 Rockins on Strong. So you're going to see, oh, BGG has been smashed. So that's very bad. Thankfully he used an empty turn there. Otherwise that would have very easily been a death for BGG. He got lucky. Strong down for BGG. Let's see if Skate has the same luck. Waiting a little bit to heal is a solid move. And that is a sub 30 net for both runners. Very, very close race, even still. We're in for some good stuff. We're in for some good stuff for sure. BGG, you can see realizing that he doesn't need the exit mouse for Boogie percent. Good catch. A lot of glitchless runners have made that mistake, going into and or getting the exit mouse, going into the house or getting the exit mouse. Excuse me. So what you're going to see each runner do here is they're going to withdraw $500 at the very least, if not more. And then they're going to do a save on this phone. What this save does, not only is it a good safety in case you do die in some of the upcoming areas, but it's also used as a death warp setup. Once they finish with Happy Happy Village, they're going to want to, instead of walking all the way back through Peaceful Rest Valley and having to deal with spawns again, they're just going to want to death warp off of an enemy and save all that time. I spy a hippie on BGG's screen. I spy a hippie. Hippies can't get away from me. This game isn't hard. In fact, Earthbound is free. How free is EB? Freer than Kraken. Each runner has given $200 to Apple Kid so that he can further his career as a scientist and inventor. Pretty soon you'll see the rewards of that labor. What each runner is going to want to do over the course of their walk through Tucson and Peaceful Rest Valley, they're going to want to get a butterfly, use the psychic points from that to heal with a life up, and then get another butterfly to put their health and psychic points at max. But as they'll see, Peaceful Rest Valley is blocked off. Not only by crazy UFOs swiggling around like crazy, it's also blocked off by a giant iron pencil statue. So they're going to definitely both need to turn right back around at a seemingly random patch of grass. But the reason they do that, instead of going up to the pencil and making sure it's on screen and checking it and all that stuff, all you have to do to activate the phone call and the ability to go to Berglund Park and get the pencil eraser is to load the iron pencil into memory. Which is why they have to make this entire excursion all the way to that specific point on the map. But yeah, you just see, like, just from differences in spawns and things like that, the perfect sync. You see the lead go back and forth, and now they're in perfect sync. Like, look at this. This is incredible. Let's see their mashing speed difference. It's roughly the same. But yeah, you can see just how quickly the lead changes back and forth. in this game. It's super, super neat. This is a very, very close race. It's awesome. Awesome when we have races like this in the series. Always fun to watch. So BGG was ahead for most of this early portion of Tucson, and now Skate is a little bit ahead. He'll be grabbing the pencil eraser first. And they're each gonna go erase that pencil and make their way over to Happy Happy Village. Yeah, you can see BGG, he wants to see if he can make it around those spawns that appeared, but he decided against it. There's a lot of impulse decision making like that in the Earthbound speedrun, especially when you get more and more experience like these two runners are. In Peaceful Rest Valley, you might see a lot of using the environment to your advantage, and it does not. That looks like Skate got into a bad situation because I think the reason he took that fight was because he thought he could get the tree, the enemy tree caught on that actual tree, but there was a ninja sprout hiding behind the tree and it got onto him. So that's just unfortunate circumstances. So he's just gonna try and run away, and these guys are a little bit slow, so it should normally be an easy thing to just run from them. But that definitely puts BGG ahead of the curve now, because Skate has to get 2 more butterflies and heal again. Or maybe he just needed the 1. Even with that fight, the 2 runners are not very far apart. Sometimes the snakes in this cave will randomly aggro onto you for seemingly no reason, and then you'll automatically win against them. All it is a small time loss. So Skate's gonna grab a banana, and he's gonna grab a fresh egg. All you have to do is not pay. Fresh eggs will almost guaranteed max out your health because they heal for about 90 HP, I believe. Oh yeah, I see what Skate did. Yeah, to recover from that, he got a butterfly to max out his psychic points, and he got a fresh egg to max out his HP. So that was a wise call. But yeah, depending on how long he holds on to that egg, this might turn into chicken percent. Yeah, we see BGG is about to start the shack fight. Basically, you come over to the shack, which is the place where Paula is kidnapped. That is not a good crow position for Skate, but he dodges it anyway. That is some swift motion. Good execution on Skate's part. I respect that. I've never seen that before. That was a very good move. Mad respect. But yeah, okay, the shack fight. It's a mandatory fight with 2 insane cultists and a crow. Generally, the strat to do here is you'll just use 2 Rockins. Should normally take out both of the cultists in 2 turns. The only danger is that they can call for help and summon more friends, so you just basically hope that they don't do that. Looks like one of Skate's rock and rolls took out a cultist. It can happen sometimes if the rock and rolls for high enough damage. And it looks like both runners have a solid shack fight. So BGG and Skate are now going to make their way to the cultist headquarters. Having gained the Franklin badge from Paula, they're going to be able to... Oh, BGG sees the butterfly and he goes right for it. Butterflies are a very rare spawn in Happy Village, so he's definitely going to take advantage of that and get those extra psychic points to use on Card Painter to speed up the fight. Very good catch. But yeah, having gained the Franklin badge, they'll be able to reflect Card Painter's lightning attacks right back at him, which will make the fight possible to initiate and win. They're going to use this single cultist fight to kind of make sure it hits them as many times as it can. It didn't hit BGG for very much, but that's perfectly fine. Looks like Skate has a situation. He's going to need to use Rockin' since the guy called for help. And he calls for help again. That's not good. But he's also going to take advantage of this because he wants, like I was trying to say, he wants his HP to be as low as possible, and 23 is a perfectly good number. He's going to get some extra just from the level up here, but that's still a very good number because he wants his HP to be as low as possible for the Death Warp after the Card Painter fight. But it looks like BGG had a perfectly nice Card Painter. His HP is a little bit on the high side. Actually, it's very high now. He got a very high level up. His HP is over 100, so we'll see what Death Warp strat he decides to go with. But the Card Painter fight itself was really fast, so he definitely saved a lot of time that way. That smash will definitely help Skate. So he's going to use his Rockin' that he has on turn 2 to kind of counteract the life up. Even though it didn't roll for very much. He's going to use a healing item to tank this mortal damage. This is the way that you keep your HP as low as possible during this fight. So now he just wants Card Painter basically to hit himself with lightning. Yeah, Skate needs to not do auto fight here in case he reflects a life up and a lightning with the life up glitch. I actually did that in one of my Super Series races, and Phalix keeps flaming me for it. But thankfully he cancelled in time. Successful Card Painter fight for Skate. I believe his HP is a lot lower than BGG's, so you'll see an easier Death Warp for Skate here. You're going to see BGG dropping his defensive items as well as Paula's teddy bear, so that whatever he Death Warps off of, he might just do Mole. Depends on what he prefers, we'll see. But he'll take more damage more quickly that way. Oh, it looks like he might be going for bear strats. He's gonna make his way into the Lilliput Steps dungeon and find an enemy that won't confuse itself repeatedly. The bad side to this is it takes a little while to get pretty deep in here. But there's a bear, that's what he wants. So So he's going to ATM card and bash so that he doesn't output any damage. Ah, he hit the wrong kid. And that bear keeps missing, man. That's no good. But thankfully the baddie took care of him. Pretty solid death warp for BGG. Oh, it looks like Skate's going to be trying the Life Noodle strat. He's going to make his way into Peaceful Rest Valley. Attempt to grab the cup of Life Noodles that's just outside of this tunnel. And if he does, great. If not, that's fine too. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and take this double sprout fight. It looks like he wanted to freeze the tree, or he wanted to kill the tree and die off of the explosion, but it looks like he'll have to deal with this instead. Sprouts, unfortunately, very commonly don't attack, but it looks like he's getting pretty lucky here. Yeah, he sees the trend of them attacking him pretty hard, so he wants to go ahead and die off of that. He's guarding because he knows that any attack that they do will one-shot. Oh, the gut save. That's lame. Now he needs yet another attack. The miss. I'm sure Skate's super aggravated right now, but there we go. Successful death warp for Skate. He is going to be put back in the hospital, and it appears he already has enough money to resurrect Paula. So he's going to start doing what BGG is already doing. He's going to take Paula to the Runaway 5 member Lucky because he really wanted to meet her, and they're going to get a backstage pass for their show. And then he took Paula to her home, the preschool, to show her parents that she's okay. And then he's going to take her to see Everdread, who will hand them a mysterious wad of $10,000, which he's going to be using to set the Runaway 5 free of debt. Barely missed. Still not a very far difference here. A little bit wider, but still definitely anybody's race. But we are going to be kicking back for a little bit of story progression here. There is a possibility for spawns like that guy you just saw to kind of get in your way here and lose you time, but generally you should be okay as long as you keep your wits about you. This kind of janky walk into the Chaos Theater building is an effort to avoid a photo trigger. If you walk into a designated space of land on the map, a mysterious magical man will fall from the sky and take your picture for 20 seconds. But people discovered that if you walk that way and you glide off of the wall and walk into the door that way, you won't get the photo. Fuzzy Pinkles. And we're rolling to the back. And we're rolling to the front. So the reason we can't get to 3 initially is because in this tunnel that you'll see coming up, there are a lot of ghosts inside, just kind of hanging out and not letting people come through. But the Runaway Fives bus, which is super loud and playing all kinds of heavy jazz and just rock and roll, the ghosts are like, yeah, I don't want any part in this. I'm just gonna go chill over here. And they let us through. So the first thing that's going to happen in 3 is BGG is going to make his way up to the graveyard, which is inhabited with all kinds of different scary monsters, including ghosts, zombies, and flies. But it looks like it was completely empty for him. Yep, not a single enemy in sight. In fact, the only spawn that we saw was a butterfly, so that's perfectly nice for him. That'll give him an advantage for sure. The perfect graveyard. But what happens after you see that the zombies that are standing there, once they see you and they acknowledge your existence, the zombie lady in front of the hotel appears and you follow her inside and she kidnaps you. And being so frightened and worried about your future, you desperately cry out into the darkness for someone oh so special and important to come and rescue you. Skate coming down to despawn some flies you saw up there. Looks like a pretty good go of it for him as well. We'll see if he can make it out okay as well. Yeah, looks like it. Not the perfect graveyard, but pretty close. So BGG takes control of Jeff. Love him or hate him, he's very intricate to not only the game but also the speedrun. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to try and make his way out of the boarding school. He needs to sneak out because those psychic messages are very believable and legitimate. So that means he definitely must abandon his education and go rescue a couple of kids he doesn't know. Maxwell is going to send you on a needless fetch quest. He gives you a key to the locker, which he knows isn't going to work. So you use it, it doesn't work, and then he's like, oh man, what a surprise, the key didn't work. Anyway, here's a machine that will unlock literally any lock in the universe. Here you go. So then you get to open the lockers and get the weapons out. So BGG just bought a pack of bubblegum from this nice lady here and is taking his brand new favorite pet monkey, Bubble Monkey, who will never cause us any harm or inconvenience ever. So down here we have a lot of men dressed up in their safari gear with their binoculars because they're on the lookout for the fabled legendary beast of the lake called Tessie. But it's not until Jeff and Bubble Monkey come that she realizes her true ultimate purpose and comes out of the water for the first time. Loving the Tessie Love in chat. The weird walk that you saw from each runner around this tent closest to this little pocket of land here was an effort to evade another photo trigger. You're gonna see BGG take an awkward path going down and left here against the wall so that he despawns a goat that normally spawns 100% of the time. And this is the Brick Road dungeon. The creator of this dungeon has one dream, and that dream is to be the one who crafts the most amazing dungeon. And this protoplasm right here is affectionately referred to as the hardest enemy in Earthbound at times because sometimes he can just kill you. Like, that's just how it happens. It's basically RNG the fight. But it looks like it worked out in BGG's favor here. And that's a very, very skippable duck. We'll see if... nah, he didn't RNG into the right path. Interesting, it followed him all the way up there. Oh, no! That's bad. The double peck, that's actually very, very rare. That's gonna set BGG behind Skate now. Well, not really. He doesn't have to fight first proto again, but that's definitely a major setback in terms of time. Looks like he's going for duck skip again. He doesn't want to deal with that nonsense, but it looks like he's fighting him again. Proto 1 has called for help, so that's actually really bad for Skate. He needs to defend for a few turns, but he knows he's got to heal. And there's the proto death. That's what we didn't want to see. It's just unavoidable sometimes. Looks like BGG's got his feet under him again. BGG is setting up the third proto skip here, or the second proto skip, excuse me. But it looks like Bubble Monkey decided to not cooperate anyway, so he'll be fighting third proto, or second proto, excuse me. And it called for help as well, so that's not good. Skate downing proto 1. He could catch up a little bit with a couple of skips, so we'll see. Still anybody's race here. See, Skate is playing it a little bit safer. It's kind of a bit of a time loss because he wants Duck to kind of move left so that he can drag him down a little bit more. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good position. He could still move arbitrarily though. Yeah, like that. Oh, it looks like Skate got caught on the wall actually. So that didn't help. So he definitely used up more time than he would have preferred to set up the duck skip that ultimately failed anyway. So BGG has gotten past Brick Road and is inside Pond Cave. He's going to be either stutter stepping or despawning all of these enemies just in an effort to get through as quickly as possible. Looks like no second proto skip for Skate either. Good move by BGG there. He saw the mushroom and he knew that since it has a small aggro radius, he could get around it by going below. Thankfully, Skate has made it through second proto. Looks like BGG is going to be skipping the bottle rocket unless he just grabs it second, which is something that people prefer to do. Sometimes I forget that. But yeah, for sure. BGG showcasing that he's a very strong Earthbound runner. Most definitely. Skate's not going to give up, definitely. It's still anybody's race. Wisely choosing to not stutter area 1 of room 2. He wants to stutter this part. Good move by Skate there. Good stutters. Very good stutters. Very respectable. He almost red swirled himself because Bubble Monkey stopped in his tracks, but he caught that fast enough to where he just stopped moving so that the slugs would also stop moving so that he wouldn't get red swirled. He waited for Monkey to catch up to him so that he would regain that distance so that he could more reliably stutter away from them. That was a very, very, very skillful move. Very good Pond Cave by both runners. Very, very respectable. Their grill just twerking on Twitch. WTF. Wow. It all comes down to Boogie Tent. Boogie Tent is the decider here. BGG's got the advantage by having loaded the Skyrunner first, but the fight can take as long as it wants. No, I've never seen a twerking grill. No, I haven't. Is it a George Foreman? It's sometimes on fire. Wow! I wish I had the TGH Undertale copy pasta on memory, but I don't have that memorized. Otherwise, I'd be reciting it right now. I could, but I don't need to subject you guys to that. So all that commotion was so that Jeff could use the bad key machine on the door. Funny how fate works out. So BGG is gonna grab this teddy bear out of the trash can in order to make the boogie tent fight a little bit safer. The teddy bear absorbs 75% of all hits, which is why for the Death Orb, each runner dropped Paula's teddy bear that she starts with, and they're replacing it with this one. A good opening move from Boogie Tent. Nobody takes any damage. And the one-shot big bottle rocket from Jeff. That seals the deal for BGG. GG BGG. Looks like Skateman's going for the desperate time save of not picking up the teddy bear. Oh, just kidding. He's actually going to do some shopping before fighting Boogie Tent to make it safer that way. He wants to buy more rockets. Or a bomb, excuse me. He wants to buy a bomb for Paula, yeah. That's his strat. Yeah, my prediction bracket's pretty dead at this point. But I mean, all I have to do is win the championship, and that's enough for me. So there we go. Looks like BGG is going to demonstrate some tent glitch for us. Another one-shot BBR from Jeff. Jeff cooperating for both of these runners here. Ugh, I don't like this guy or his speedruns. Not only does he never look like he cares, but he acts like a total ass about everything as well. When he's mashing buttons to progress, he looks like he's about to die from boredom. Not fun to watch. Like, dude, why are you so bored? It barely took an hour to beat, and at least he could go through with the entire ending. He beat it, and the timer stopped. He couldn't even play out the ending. Oh wow! I was too busy reading the stupid thing to see that BGG got the debug menu. Oh, he's probably asking his chat what to do now. He reset his timer. I honestly don't know what he's doing. I don't know this part of the debug menu. BackgroundGuy02 finishes with an official SRL time of 108.57, while skateman222 finishes with an official SRL time of 110.29. A very stellar performance from both runners for sure. I think he's given Ness heatstroke, and he's killing Paula and Jeff. Oh, he may be trying to set up for a stairs glitch. I think that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get poisoned. Oh, with 8 HP, he's not going to get there fast enough. Oh, just kidding. Oh, he's doing IBNT 69. He's doing the credits warp. Oh, he's waiting to die after doing the credits warp. That's awesome. I don't know if it's gonna work though. I don't know if his feet's cut off or if he's just standing there. Oh, was that it? Yeah. It's not a credits warp. It's past the credits, yeah. $90066 happened. Yeah, I guess he crashed the game by doing that. That's really funny. Nice. Awesome show for post race. Believe me, this hint is worth a lot more than you paid. That's it for today. Yo, Skate, GG on the race, man. Thank you for disappointing me. Loser. Loser. Just kidding. It was actually a very good race to watch. It was a good competition from both runners. They both put up a very fierce effort. And a good show. So I don't know. I actually don't know what Speed Gaming's got going on after this. So if Feasel wants to hit me up with that info, I can go ahead and sign us off. Oh, Link to the Past randomizer. Neato.